Hello, everyone. Hello, Facebook Live. This is Marie, the one who catches lightning with the path of Ish, which is IX, the Mayan symbol and sign for Jaguar. We've actually just opened up enrollment for the Jaguar Mystery School called Jaguar Tree, and super excited to be able to start calling you in to the circle. So for all of you who do not know me, again, my name is Marita, one who catches lightning. I am Zapotec, Olmec, Sephardin, here taking time to share energy updates with you in the Mayan calendar, here to share wisdom that has been taught and passed down to me for generation upon generation. My traditions aren't just traditions that I looked up in a book, I guess you could say, but I've been taught since a very young age and chosen for this path before birth. Talk about being in the family business. That being said, I'm happy here for everyone that's gathering, watching now or later, to join you into the circle now. So let us take our 3 breaths as we come into this circle. Wherever you are in the world, what we're going to be doing is our 3 breaths that we do all the time. We call in our mind, our body, our essence. We take 3 breaths in and out through the nose, calming our vagus nerve. And so let us do that now as we all connect globally around the world. Please stay in your lane, in your energy circle. Don't be going around. That's not what it's here. We're here to bring who we are, to have good practices, and to talk about Etznab. So let us begin. If you are in a place where you can be seated, be grounded, that's great. And as you do that, just take a moment to feel into your space. Listen to the sounds outside of your room. Listen to the sounds inside. And just listen to your breath. Nothing forced. And just settle into it, to your muscles, your bones, your tissues. And as you do that, there'll come a point where your breath just gets heavy and deep, and where you sigh or yawn like that. And once you're at that point, we will take our 3 breaths. So as we do, we first take our first breath in and out through the nose, calling our mind into this time, into this place. In and out through the nose, calling our body into this time, into this space. In and out through the nose, calling our essence into this time, into this space. And allow all 3 of these parts, your mind, your body, and your essence, all in their unique intelligence, to step into the circle of your heart. Good morning from Ireland, 1 a.m., almost 2 a.m. Thanks for watching. So as you step with all 3 parts into the circle of your heart space, we call in the energy of today. And the energy of today in the Mayan calendar that you can call in is the energy of Obsidian, which is Etznab, Tijak. I live here on the Hawaii Islands. I live on lava, which is a little bit more gentle than obsidian, but obsidian in the range of mineral kingdom is not the easiest one to work with. Beautiful. It's beautiful and it's gorgeous. But Etznab really, as my teacher says, is not as user-friendly. And what does that mean? It means Etznab will reflect to you and not be gentle about it, as a rose quartz might be, right? So this really is about, again, the obsidian mirror that comes from multiple traditions in curanderismo, is to see the reflection of who you are. So today, it's meet you. Are you ready to meet you today? This is what the energy is asking. Are you ready to see your heart, your mind, your essence? truly as where you are, whether you like your reflection or not, and accept. I did a post today of what if the destination was you, right? What if you were your goal in life? Something to that. It was much better. I don't remember what I wrote. But what if we started looking at our life like that, as the fulfillment of our life and our purpose? What if you were your purpose? That's what it was, is you. I have students come and ask me from all around the world, Marita, what? I need to know my purpose. I need to do it, you know? And I finally told one of them, I said, your purpose is you. To be as cohesive as possible, to have not the enemy within, also with the enemy without. So you actually can't manifest anything. And thereby causing you your own harm. There's a lot of manifesting practices out there that call for you to shake it till you make it, believe till you believe, and things like that. But many of the times what we don't realize is that we also have to see the parts of ourselves to believe in ourselves. And that means we can't hide from the shadow. Because the shadow teaches us about our needs, our insecurities, things that motivate us. And when we can see that maybe our motivation is for everyone to be kind, or safety and security, and we can get through the mess of everyone else's agendas, we finally find our own. Then we can start working on cohesion. Then we can realize that, wow, oh my goodness, my mind doesn't speak the same language as my essence or my body. And I have so many people be like, Marita, I can't quiet my mind. I can't control it. I'm like, you're not supposed to control it. You're supposed to reason with it, and not reason and believe this, but have a conversation with it. Why is it in charge? Why is it so loud? Have you talked to your mind? Many times people have never spoken to their mind, but they're trying to control it because that's what they think meditation is. Meditation is just being aware of what is happening and not being attached to it. Non-attachment. Thank you, Buddhism, for teaching us. That is also taught in many indigenous practices, that idea of being. Can you just be? Now, many people find it very difficult to be because we live in a colonized Western society that being is based on your value, which is based on what you do and how you bring forth value to society in a way where you become a martyr. You're only good as your body can push, as your mind can push. And it is about giving up the extremes for this machine that we call life, that we call the matrix. So our conversation today, can you see this is different energy? Sometimes my energy is a little bit calmer and kinder, but we're Etznab. This is Obsidian. This is Obsidian knife. It is cutting through bullshit. So I'm going to say it. That's what we're doing today. We're cutting to the center, to the heart of the matter. And that's why it's great to be able to learn about the Mayan calendar and learn about these nahuales, because they all have their personality. So the day will have a different personality. Then you bring in the tone of ocho, 8, infinity. So you're like, oh my God, now I'm in an infinity loop of reality, of facing myself. Well, infinity, the sign, something has to contract to then expand. Contraction leads to expansion. And so Etznab is teaching us that for this cycle, this contraction and expansion to continue, we must be quick to the point and get to the smallest, tiniest little things. They're not allowing us to go from that contraction to expansion. Contraction to expansion. What is at this point right here, this point right here. So can you look at yourself honestly, with compassion, and just Not tie into those stories of woe is me, woe is me. It happened, you did it, okay. Can you learn? Can you move on? People get stuck writing the story, and they get stuck in creating this drama and this trauma, that sometimes they're not able to just see things as they are. And if you see it as you are, you can start healing. Now, for all of those people who love those trauma memes out there, I am married to someone who has been trained. And so when they use trauma, it's very differently. So I'm not here to bash any of that. I'm just saying I'm using words that maybe you might have a reaction to because you have a certain story. So I ask that you pay attention to that story and not assume that I'm attacking you, and not assume that I'm judging you, and not assume that what I'm saying and how I'm saying it is something that you can completely comprehend. Because I'm talking from a native tradition. I am talking about ways of being and existing that do not go with the standard out there. So one of the things of being in a circle with an indigenous person, being taught in indigenous teachings, is that you have to start rethinking everything. Because the way that we speak, and we speak in an oral tradition, and the way that we move, and the way we talk about energy, you have to ask. Don't ever assume. So I welcome questions. I welcome you to join me in a circle and see what that feels like. You're getting a little bit of it today, and I didn't know that today was going to be so edgy. We're on the obsidian knife edge. My goodness. I thought this was just going to be a very nice little moment. That being said, this is the moment of truth. So thank you, 8. Thank you, Etznab, for allowing us a moment of truth where we can be honest. Yes, an unlearning. If you sit in a circle with me, you must unlearn many things. Thank you, PK. PK is one of my students. Thank you for joining. Chris Brown, thank you for joining, one of my students. So today's lesson is maybe you need to unlearn. Maybe that's what's holding you from your contraction and expansion. You have to unlearn, untangle what you know, or what you think you know, or what you think you control. And give yourself that gift of not knowing. Give yourself that gift of being able to listen, learn, be curious, not have the answer, but seek the place where wisdom and wonder meet. That place of extraction, contraction, expansion. I said both things. I'm catching myself now. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your compassion. So I want you to just take a moment here, a moment. As these words come in, through the filter of the Mayan calendar, through the filter of your mind, your body, and your emotion, do you have judgment, condemnation coming up? What are the things that are keeping you from seeing yourself truly? Because today we're given that gift because we have another energy helping us. And it's the energy of creativity and imagination, and the energy of twin, which is the monkey, and saying, wow, we need to get to that point to really see ourselves so that we can imagine something better. But unless we see ourselves truly, we will not be able to be creative. I was happy enough to be able to attend art school, film school, and art school. And let me tell you, when they give you limitations, that's when you get creative. Many students, when you give them just do anything, they don't know what to do, right? So sometimes there is creativity. That boon of creativity that you're looking for is by being able to dissect and take things out and look at them for what they truly are. So creativity, expansion by being real, by really looking at the tools that you have and the tools that you don't have. Don't see them as lack, but just be like, oh, I don't have those tools. This is what I'm working with. If I need new tools, maybe I need to go to a teacher. Maybe I need to let go of some of these tools because I only have a small little toolbox, and put some new ones in. So it's just a look of who am I, where am I right now in this time, in this place, and can I just accept it without judgment? And once you don't look and have that inquiry immediately to have judgment, then you can come with courage and curiosity. I'm reading someone's thing, that's why I took a moment. And imagine something new. Jen Ryan, let's see. Can Obsidian help cut through the things that keep you from finding your way to that point? Yes! So you call on Obsidian. Obsidian, please help me cut through the things that are keeping me in my own way from myself. It's not you doing it, it's you asking for help. And that's what the Mayan calendar provides us, is here these naguales, not to just teach us, but to provide help if we have the courage and the curiosity to open up our cup and receive help and healing. With that in mind, I'd like for you to bring your open cup and meet me on Friday. I have a meditation I'm doing on Friday for the general public. You'll get to meet more of my students. You'll get to learn a little bit more about me and get to know what being in an Indigenous circle feels like, these teachings as we call forth those next Jaguars, those next Jaguar people, those next rainbow and star people to come to the circle, to learn about Jaguar Tree, to learn about Cacao School, to learn about Rockstar School. Donations go to restoring native trees, which I actually finished planting yesterday. Yay! At least the 5 that we bought, to help restore this land back to native species and not invasive species here on this beautiful, beautiful land that we are stewards of and have been called to be stewards of. So today we are calling upon Obsidian, for it is the energy of the day. Therefore, it is amazing to be able to be in the energy of a Naguale of the day that has a relationship to the mineral kingdom to help you today. That being said, thank you for joining. If you're interested in joining me in the circle, #medicine. That's what the title of the circle is called. Find your medicine path. #medicine, and I will give you information to join us on Friday. It is recorded, so you can watch it later. But it will have a meditation where you go deep into meeting the Jaguars, get a little bit more about me and get more about the students, and find community. Find community that's living this way in these teachings, not as these things that are here, but things that are here. I hope you will join us. #medicine, and I'll send you that link. And thank you so much for joining me here today. And let us give thanks to all of the ancestors who came, who have taught these teachings and passed them down. Let us give thanks to my teachers who have allowed me to pass on these teachings. Thank you to Obsidian. Thank you to Hawaii. Thank you to Volcano. Thank you to Jaguar. Thank you to the direction of the north, the south, the east, and the west. Thank you for the guardians above, in this middle world, and below. Thank you to all my students who are here. Thank you to my family. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you to you. So let us take our 3 breaths in gratitude and thanksgiving. In and out through the nose as we thank our essence for being here in this time, in this place. In and out through the nose as we thank our bodies for being here in this time, in this place. In and out through the nose as we thank our minds for being in this time, in this space. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for watching this. Please like, please share, please follow me here. Please follow me over at the Path of IX, to the Path of Ish. Supporting me supports living Indigenous voices, and any money that you donate or give goes to the land, restoring native species, goes to work that we're doing here, and also goes towards reparations. So support living Indigenous voices instead of romanticizing the native meme. This is Marita, one who catches lightning at the Path of Ish. I hope to see you in the circle on Friday. Mahalo.